expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5. George outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It goes on Kevin Durant.
Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of a game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. And just about a minute into this first quarter. Shot by Leonard, no good. Paul against Westbrook. Ayton in the high post. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
Well, you bump me, and I'm going to bump you back, as Ayton not afraid to get physical with the defender.
Here's George. Morris down low. Booker defending. They double him with Ayton, and it's going to be a 3-second call. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. The Suns have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Here's Paul. And he banks in the layup.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Morris outside. Leonard on the wing. Can they get it? On target from range.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's George. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Morris. George outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space, does not hesitate there.
Outside Booker. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. George, no good. The Suns leading. Durant, the pass to Booker. Back to Durant. Puts it up from 12. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
Minute 32 left in the first quarter. Here's George. The kick out to Morris. Back to George. Let's go with a three. George with another miss. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Outside Durant. Off target with the three. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 to open up this game.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
What's the pick used for? It's used for separation. And Paul George got it there.
Ayton, the screen on Leonard to the left wing. The kick out to Paul. Back to Ayton. Outside Durant. Goes up again. And the layup is good. Durant's got 7 points in the game.
A great hustle from the swing man that time as Durant doing whatever he could do to keep it alive.
Morris on the wing. George outside. Morris, a screen on Booker. Here's George. The kick out to Morris. From behind the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Here's Paul. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Paul's got his second basket.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Suns on. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Suns.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal, and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Now here's Westbrook. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. For three, George. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Here's Ayton. He's got 5. Here's the 3. He drops it from range. Ayton's got 4 points this quarter.
You can see with that form on the jump shot that DeAndre Ayton has the tools to become effective on the perimeter.
Leonard against Paul. Poke loose. Paul with a steal. And they're pushing it up. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Zubats. And stolen by Paul. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Nice move. And it's good on the layup. And now it's a 10-point Suns lead.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Hits the three-pointer.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Durant. Pass to Ayton. Back to Durant. Ayton inside. Zubats there. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, man. We should grab some popcorn and a blanket and a pillow and settle in. This is going to be a long night watching KD score.
Now here's George. And here's Zubats. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Brent at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. Takes a 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Rebounded by Russell Westbrook.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Pass to George. Morris outside. This one for 3. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Now here's Paul. He's got 6. Here's Ayton. He connects. And now he's 4 for 6 in today's game.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Now here's Biyombo. Got a hand on it.
Big athletic guys like Plumlee, hard to get your shot over them before they can get their hands up.
Pass to Highland. 50 seconds left to play in the half.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets. Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Payne. Oh, it's stolen. And it's the Clippers on the break for 3. Gordon. Kept alive. Covington passes to Plumlee. Plumlee a screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Highland. It's tipped.
Given how long Bazley is, just not a good idea to get that ball anywhere near that length.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Payne with it. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Warren on the take. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
At the line for the Suns.
Well, T.J. Warren believes he can score, and he's done it a lot. Every year he ups the ante and wants to add more to his game. Defensively, maybe a little more focused.
Out to Gordon. And we finished off 1 half of play. Suns ahead. They're up by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
And so in the game for the Suns, Cameron Payne out there with Terrence Ross. Then there's Darius Bazley. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Biyombo in at the 5. Shot clock at 2. And Biyombo slams it home.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
Stolen by Payne. Bazley in the post. Covered by Covington. Back to Bazley. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Pass to Highland. Soft touch off the glass. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. The drive by Ross. Here's Bazley, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Bazley playing with force, that's a big sign.
Here's Highland. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Covington passes to Gordon. Covington, a screen on Ross. Back to Covington. Pass to Powell. Launches it. Fires from deep. Tipped.
Well, TJ improving his awareness on defense is something the coaches are looking for. Nice block there.
Here's Highland. Plumlee down low. Biombo's there for 3. Covington. The Suns clear it. Outside Warren. Pass to Payne. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way on Robert Covington. After a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020, they are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous, and this team really came together in a hurry, and they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Zubac passes to Leonard. Basket's good. Leonard's got 8.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Westbrook against Paul. Pass to Aiden. Pulls up at the elbow. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. He's got 12.
Hitting that mid-range shot. This is right now probably the extent of Aiton's range.
Westbrook with it.
2 minutes remaining.
Now here's Zubac.
2 minutes.
Out to Leonard. And here's Morris. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, got a piece of it. Beyond the arc. And Aiden pulls it down. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 4 in this third quarter. Perfect so far. To the paint. Here's Booker. Pass to Aiden. To the right side. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Leonard for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Morris passes to Leonard. Morris sets a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. That one a little long.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Durant against Morris. Outside Durant. Pass to Paul. Screen by Durant. The 3-ball. Paul shot is off. And for the Clippers, they're shooting only 31% in the game. Leonard on the wing. Give him 8 points now. Zubac with a screen on Paul. Looking to end the drought. Out to Leonard. Shoots over Ayton. Zubac. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow! Makes his selection. And so it's Phoenix up 15 points as this quarter concludes. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Leonard left side. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
Outside for Booker. Back to Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. And the Suns lead by 13.
Yeah, has there been a better scorer in NBA history? KD just a perfect offensive force using length that time.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Outside Durant. Pass to Booker. And Booker with the jam.
That's an aggressive play. Devin Booker up to the rim.
Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
He's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
George passes to Morris. Kicks it to George. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Ayton, a screen on George. Up top, Booker. George defending. Paul passes to Durant. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Oh, deflected. Ayton passes to Paul. Great D that time from Zubac.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
Morris, a screen on Booker. Morris outside. Pass to Westbrook. With the floater. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Phoenix has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Back to Okogie. Clock at 6. Driving in. Unable to get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard outside. Morris outside. Back to Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Phoenix, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Suns.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kevin Durant.
It's hard to think of a part of the game where he didn't play a major role mentally, physically. I mean, he showed us what he's capable of when he's feeling his best.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
When you're losing, you can't afford to give the ball away.
Outside Booker. Drops in the three. And the Suns lead by 16.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Leonard for three. Kicks it out to Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now here's Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Smack clowns with mad style.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot.
You know what? You have bigs who can threaten you with the triple where you have to at least respect it. But when you think about Karl Anthony Towns, in multiple seasons, he's hit over 40% from 3.
Now here's Westbrook. Plumlee with a screen on Towns. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
You know, when Westbrook focuses on passing the basketball, it really helps his team. I love how quickly he finds his teammates.
As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Stolen by Conley. Passes it to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
George against Edwards. Nobody near Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Knocked away. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, George. McDaniel's defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I think George is clearly one of the most difficult covers in the league. When he's taking it strong to the basket, the defense sometimes has no choice but to foul it.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Westbrook kicks to Leonard. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 4. Can they get it? And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And it's Leonard missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Towns shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
Textbook up fake there. Towns does a great job imitating his usual shot motion. Earns himself a trip to the line.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Leonard with the bucket.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Now here's Westbrook. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard kicks to Covington. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Kicks it out to Covington. 6 on the shot clock.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Clock at 6. Towns with the steal. George against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Right side Towns. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He will go to the line to shoot 2. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this. One to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Covington finds Westbrook. Covington a screen on Gobert. 6 to shoot. Takes it out to Covington. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfectly.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Conley the pass to Towns. Shakes him, and it's good on the layup. Towns has got 8 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. Timberwolves trail by 6. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Plumlee with the steal. Now the pass to George. Beyond the arc. He's off on that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come. Boy, George is an outstanding player, actually one of the very best in the league. In these screen and roll sets, he knows exactly what to do.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Leonard kicks to Covington. And here's George for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside, Edwards lets it go with a 3. Kept alive, Minnesota, and finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Plumlee. Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Towns. Kicks it out to Leonard. Plumlee sets the pick for Leonard. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. Here he goes.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Plumlee with a screen on Edwards. Short. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
Edwards drives in, and Edwards with the stop.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. Outside Leonard. He dishes it to Covington. Back to Leonard. Feeds it to Plumlee. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail by 4.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Pass to Morris. From deep. Stolen by Conley. Puts the move on, and he sinks the layup. Conley's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
I also like the fact that they've been able to block quite a few shots so far. A testament to hard work and good positioning on the defensive end.
Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. The kick out to Towns. Outside Edwards. Back to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. The shot that time not on target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Here's Highland. No points in the game yet for him. Outside Gordon. The dish to Morris. The 3. And it's Gordon missing. Edwards against Gordon. Out to Conley. And here's Edwards from the arc. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Thank you, David. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Towns, he's really been playing well.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Norman Powell. Plumlee out there with Marcus Morris. And there's Gordon. And it's Highland in at the point guard position.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness, Anthony Edwards. Throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
And for the Timberwolves, Clark getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Here's Highland after the basket by Minnesota. Gordon inside. Edwards there. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position. Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
And the Clippers call time here.
Please welcome to the floor, your Clippers.
Here's Westbrook. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Outside Leonard. Dishes it to Covington. Leonard inside. McDaniels defending. Shot clock at 5. And Leonard gets it to go. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Edwards kicks to Towns. It doesn't go for him. Plumlee with some nice D. And George, here we go. A 3 from Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Plumlee, the pass to Westbrook. Plumlee with a screen on Conley. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Edwards. Now George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And McDaniels with the block. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Basket counts. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
The shot by George, wide open. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Here's Towns. And he banks in the layup. Towns has got 17 now.
You know, we all know Towns can do big numbers on offense, and it's great to see him this focused.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
It does a lot for Conley's overall game when he's attacking. He wants to give the D more to worry about than just passing and shooting.
Now, here's George. He's got 7. Plumlee sets the pick for George. Up top, Leonard. McDaniels defending.
A superstar who really kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced title.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game.
Boy, it's really good to see your big man imposing his will physically. Right there, Towns with a statement finish.
Now here's Westbrook. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Back to Leonard. 3-pointer. That one doesn't go. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finished. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Timberwolves leading by 5. So on the floor for Minnesota. 2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. And finished off by Edwards.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
Edwards against George. Covington wide open. He fires. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got assist number 5 here tonight. Edwards with it. Westbrook picks him up. Conley with a wide open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's George. And that one's good. Leonard.
George's all-around game is very impressive. And his passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
Towns against Covington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line.
Now here's George. Covington setting the pick for George. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's George. Takes it out to Covington. Leonard on the wing, defended by Gobert. Covington a screen on Gobert. Clock at 4 from deep. George, and again, it's the Clippers from deep.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Oh, here's Edwards. Out to Conley. Towns down low. Covington's there. Gobert in the corner. Here's Towns. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards to take the lead. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Conley finds Towns. Now here's Gobert, defended by Covington. Out to Conley, back to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Will it go? Edwards can't hit.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Leonard dishes to George. Back to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
And guys, that's the man you want with the ball in his hands on that critical possession. Kawhi being his best in the biggest moments.
Now Leonard, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Leonard the pass to Zubac. The feed to Westbrook. It's Covington on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Covington's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now here's Westbrook. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And the basket has become almost like the ocean here. They have not missed anything here down the stretch.
And they've kept the defense on its heels, getting whatever they want offensively.
And here's Edwards from the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Los Angeles.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Leonard.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And the free throw, no good.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness. And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished. Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Westbrook surveying the D. Outside Leonard. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
I smack clowns with mad style.
tip-off goes to Minnesota. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the 1. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
Okogie's shot is off.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's Paul after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Now here's Edwards. Pass to Conley. Towns for 3, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
What a sweet shooting big man is Karl Anthony Towns. At 6'11", always ready to rise and fire off the catch.
Durant, no good.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
McDaniels passes to Gobert. The shot won't fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game. Wow, the elevation, the creativity, highlight reel finish by Devin Booker.
The shot by Conley, no good. Doris with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Now here's Durant, and he drives in, and stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Gobert against Durant. Here's Towns. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Towns has got 7 points.
Well, strength and the ability and willingness to embrace, absorb, and finish through contact. Karl Anthony Towns.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. To the middle. Cuts off the pass. Conley with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And he makes it. 9 points in the game.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
On the wing, Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Here's Conley. Doesn't go for him. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Outside Paul to the inside. Stolen by Conley. Towns down low. Durant's there. And there's Towns on the assist from Edwards. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Here's Durant. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Towns. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Count it. Good. McDaniels got his second basket on the night.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Paul finds Booker. Lets it go from deep. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
McDaniels with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Pass to Conley. Durant against Towns. 5 on the clock. He takes it in. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Booker for three. Knocks down the triple. Booker's got 6.
Well, that's the moneymaker, right? Devin Booker will go all night from three-point range if you allow it.
Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Ayton. Here's McDaniels. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
That's a case where Rudy Gobert is outworking the defense, keeping the play alive, and finishing strong.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 11 points in the quarter. He's... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point.
Suns foul. Josh Okogie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Phoenix on D. They trail by 9. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
You can see the wide variety of ways that Karl Anthony Towns can put points on the board. There isn't an aspect of the offensive end of the floor that he doesn't do well.
Durant finds Ayton. That's good. And so Durant with the assist.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Gobert with the bucket.
Feed Rudy Gobert down low. Watch him cash in.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. The fadeaway. He buries it from 3. Booker's got 9.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best. Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Outside Durant. Back to Booker. Okogie on the wing. Jacks up a 3. No good there. And Minnesota the other way with it now. They've led by as many as 11. Edwards, the pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Conley. Here's Edwards. Booker defending. Down low. And Gobert with the bucket on the assist by Edwards.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got his 3rd assist of the night. Outside Paul. Now Durant fires the 3, drains the triple. Durant's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Well, Kevin Durant is efficient from any spot on the floor. You give him an easy corner 3 and turn the lights out.
The kick out to Conley. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Well, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
Pass to Towns. Here's Gobert. Lots of room. And Minnesota again with a bucket. And we know dead ball situations are where some fans change the channel. Doris, has the league done enough to discourage intentional fouls?
Every form of media, to me, BA, is trying to capture the imagination of their fans. So anything that enhances your product is something that in the long term is going to do well for you.
And that one's good from Conley.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
The kick to Durant. There's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
Here's Gobert. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Phoenix has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Inside, Durant, and it's slammed in by Durant.
It's this kind of consistency, guys, as a scorer that always has Kevin Durant in the MVP conversation.
Back to Conley. Fires the 3. Okogie pulls down the board. The Suns have gone 7 for 8 now in the second quarter. Here's Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
Both shots good from the stripe.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Here's Towns. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Oh, what a performance offensively.
They're really rolling at that end. Excellent game plan.
That Kevin Durant with a nice feel right there. Just lead the guy to the open spot. That is beautifully done.
It's Edwards with a drive. No luck on that one. Now Booker. With 1 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't believe. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Suns ahead, up by 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Boy, you like to see that kind of competitiveness from Karl Anthony Towns. You know this guy is going to settle the score with a 3 of his own.
Outside Paul. Pass to Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done. So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant, a selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
From downtown, Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. And it's McDaniels off the drive. Towns against Durant. The kick out to Conley. Back to Towns. Phoenix grabs the miss. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Fast break, here we go. Here's Okogie, and that comes off the assist by Durant. Okogie's got 5 now.
Well, that's just a pretty pass. Kevin Durant carrying the scoring load when he has to, but boy, can he get others involved.
And that one drops for him. And now it's a 9-point Phoenix lead.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Paul gets it to go.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. And that one, good. He's got 6.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Ayton with a screen. Pass to Okogie. Here's Booker. takes the three. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards finds Conley. Now here's Gobert. High post Towns. Here's Edwards. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Phoenix is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. There's a minute 40 left in the third. Booker, the pass to Paul. Shot clock at 5. For 3, Durant. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
The Suns leading. Paul passes to Ayton. Paul against Conley. Pass to Durant. The 3 is up. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Oh, that's just such a pretty and smooth release. Durant with the distance delivery.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Yeah, just doing his part, staying active and converting at a high rate.
And he has really kept them in this one, the high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
Paul with the bucket.
How about the ability to knife inside the defense? Chris Paul has been outstanding as a dribble driver his entire career.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Phoenix calls timeout.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Minnesota ball.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. Conley finds McDaniels. To the inside. He got it up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Phoenix Suns.
And please give a big round of applause for your son, you dance.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Paul for 3. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to McDaniels. Gobert with it. It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Nice move. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
Booker, the pass to Ayton. On the take. It's blocked by Gobert. Paul against Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. Here's Edwards. Driving inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving. Good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Oh, Booker with a block. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Ayton, a screen on Towns. Durant, the pass to Booker. He shoots it. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Durant. The shot from the low post is good. Durant's got 9 points now in the second half.
Kevin Durant's silky smooth. He's got the skill set of a guard, but the size of a center, and it allows him to dominate the paint.
Here's Towns. Towns double team. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Gobert passes to McDaniels. Goes back up. And it's finished off by Gobert as he lays it in.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Pass to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Paul. Here's Okogie. Covered by Towns. Stolen by Conley. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
17.
Here's McDaniels. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Ross, he's checked in for the Suns. Pass to Paul. Back to Ross. 6 on the shot clock. Screen by Durant. Ross finds Durant.
The odds are in KD's favor here. He's a very consistent free throw shooter.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Pass to Towns, launches a 3, drills it from deep. Towns has got 26 points.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
And Booker, here we go. Ayton. Good D by Gobert. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 from 3. A nice percentage. Into the lane. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Being the #1 overall pick always comes with expectations to deliver in the clutch. Standing at the free throw line in just such a moment, Mr. Anthony Edwards, what you got?
Hitting all your free throws at the end is huge in this league. So many games are decided by razor-thin margins.
Here's a 3 from Paul. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as many as 11. Left side McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. And they recover it. Pass to Gobert. Oh, sweet move. Money.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Durant, the pass to Booker. Cross for 3. And it's in. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Calm under pressure, and every point here means a lot.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth. Guys, what do you think?
tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Booker for three. Misses the three. Left side McDaniels. And so it's Minnesota who scrapes by with a win. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have? All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
face and play against.
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not gardening.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the 1.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. And Booker kicks to Paul. Back to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Shot clock at 2. And here's KD for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
For the finish, and the jam by Kevin Durant.
I mean, running the court with the speed of a guard, hard to keep up with Durant once he gets out in the open floor.
Outside Westbrook, pass to Leonard. From deep, drills it from outside. Leonard's got 5. And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Great, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
And here is Ayton. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Kicks to George. Zubats a screen on Booker. And it's George missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
When it comes to surveying the floor, Durant's height is a major asset.
Outside, George. Out to Morris. 3-pointer. And stolen by Booker. Oh, and here we go with Durant. Nobody back. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George.
Well, this is the problem. Durant can beat you with the jumper or the drive, so you really don't know how to defend him.
Durant nails both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Westbrook. Outside for George. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Great open look there. Leonard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Once a weakness, Leonard's 3-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Ayton, the pass to Paul. Durant against Leonard. Durant kicks to Paul. Lock at 6. Over to the left wing. Here's Ayton. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
And the West, we know, is very difficult. But, Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Now, here is Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Durant with it. George picks him up for 3. Booker doesn't go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Now here is George. Tight defense on him. Morris passes to Zubac. Back to Morris. Inside. Kicks it out to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 11.
The three-point numbers for Kawhi Leonard, they show this man is elite from deep.
The wide open look for Durant. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Pulls it up. And again, the Clippers good for two.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Here's George, following the score by Phoenix. Kicks it out to Leonard. Wing shot on the way. Count that one. 13 points in the game.
Once Leonard gets going like this, look out. He's cooking and showing no signs of letting up.
Passes it to Durant. For the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside, George. And there's the pass to Zubac. Out to Morris. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. George dishes to Morris. The Clippers need to get off a shot. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Morris. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers. KD, a screen on George. Pass to Ayton. The dish to Durant. The tray. It's hauled in by Zubac.
In this first half, he has really fallen in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
Sinks the triple.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the three. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Offensive rebound. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Left side Westbrook. Trying his luck from deep. Kept alive. Outside George. Morris with a screen on Durant. Nobody near Leonard. Off target with his three. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. 9-point game.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. With three, Booker. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Highland. The Clippers keep it alive. Leonard against KD. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
KD looking around. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Going inside. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Covington a screen on Paul. There's 39 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Highland. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Highland's got his first 3 points of the game.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
And the Suns miss again. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 16-4 run. Outside, Covington. Leonard on the wing. Covington setting the pick for Leonard. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Coming onto the floor for the Clippers.
6 seconds left now here in the second. And here's KD for 3. Doesn't go for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Thank you, David.
17.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
3-point field.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Okogie, the pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Here's Highland following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Gordon with it. He's picked up by KD. 6 to shoot. And it's Gordon missing. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Highland. Plumlee with a screen on Paul. Highland, and that one is hammered home.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Here's Booker. He kicks it to Ayton. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Ayton's got 6 points in the quarter.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Covington. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Powell with it. Takes it out to Covington. Pass to Gordon. Here's Highland. Back to Covington. Fires from deep. That shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Los Angeles leading by 11. Westbrook kicks to George. The three ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. On the wing, Booker. He's covered by Leonard. That cuts the lead to single digits. Ayton's got 14 points for the game.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
And it has them in a great spot to take the lead. They love to get a few stops now at the other end.
They get it back. Takes it out to Leonard. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. To the paint. Another shot. And Zubats puts it in. And the Clippers lead by 11.
In the pick and roll, I like confidence. Leonard showing as a facilitator, his game just continues to ascend.
Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And the first one drops.
At the line for Phoenix.
And KD drops them both.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
A three from Leonard. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They've shown a lot of heart, a lot of fight, and they're close to taking the lead.
And that one's good, George.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Passes it to Durant. Kicks it to Ayton. Booker outside. Durant in the corner. Ayton, the pass to KD. Fades. Offensive rebound. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
And here's Westbrook. And Leonard has it in the corner. Fires the three. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Now here's Booker, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
At the arc, Kevin Durant is totally in his comfort zone. Nothing can shake him off that look.
Screen by Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Booker. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down to 1 in the bucket from Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
And stolen by Ayton. Suns moving the ball around. Okogie, the pass to Booker. Down low, Ayton. Whistle blows, bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast.
The previous play is
in real
under
time.
review.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of a 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
Now, here's George. Zubats, a screen on Booker. George passes to Zubats, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. Durant dishes to Ayton. Can't cash in from close range.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Westbrook kicks to George. Morris outside. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
The excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Ball passes to Booker. To the left side wing. Here's a Kogi. It's hauled in by Zubats. The Clippers in the lead. Outside, George. And there's the drive. There's the pass to Morris. A 3 from Leonard. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
Here's a Kogi. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Paul against Leonard. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 27.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Booker the pass to Durant. Timeout call, the Suns. They're trailing by 3. A minute 50 left to play in the final quarter. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Back to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. From past the arc. No good from Durant.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Westbrook finds Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Out to Morris. George with no one around. A 3-pointer is right on target. And now a 6-point Los Angeles lead.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Pass to Paul. Out to KD. Booker outside. Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Now here's Leonard. Back to Morris. The kick out to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Over Durant. Westbrook, no good. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
just embracing the spotlight and the chance to be clutch. Durant loves going to the line in these close games.
And so Durant nails them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to KD. Money!
And that's what he does. KD, a crunch time assassin.
And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 1. 7 seconds left in the fourth. What's your take, guys?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
Short. Oh, missed it. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
I smack clowns with mad style.
guards that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Mason Plumlee out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. It's good on the putback.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Here's George. Pass to Covington. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Both good from the line that time. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, BA, you know how there are guys that stay out of the way.
Wow. He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Gobert against Leonard, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. The three, George gets the three to fall.
Man, that one looked good all the way. Paul George from deep range.
It's Edwards with a drive. The kick out to Conley. Back to Edwards from deep. Hits the trifecta. Edwards got 5.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Plumlee passes to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Puts up a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
First team foul.
And that one falls for Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Nifty move. They get it back. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Aggressive play by Towns on the glass, recapturing possession so we can take it right back up.
George, a deep 3. George with another miss. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Towns finds McDaniels. Back to Towns. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points. 7 points in the game.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Back to Plumlee. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota in the lead. Going inside. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Kicks it to George. Looking to end the run. The 3 is up. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
George passes to Leonard. The 3. Here's Plumlee. The 6-footer. Second chance effort. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, don't get surprised by that burst from Plumlee. He crashes in for the rebound, has the athleticism, and finishes with authority.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 7 of their 10 shots to fall. Conley on the attack. McDaniels from long range. And he can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. Covington inside. He's guarded by Conley. Leonard for 3. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
You give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Here's Edwards.
Oh, yes, sir. Wow. That type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Oh, Westbrook with a block.
And Russell just bringing it right now on defense.
The three, George. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Shot and game clock separated by 5. George with a steal. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. George has got his second basket of the night.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Here's Conley, and he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up on Robert Covington. First free throw is good. And Conley drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That's good from Plumlee. Plumlee hits them both. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
And Minnesota has possession. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Minnesota.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Back to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Plumlee against Gobert. Plumlee, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Edwards. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line. And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity. And he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Covington, a screen on McDaniels. Pass to George. Fires for 3. Out to Covington. Westbrook outside. Edwards against Leonard. Plumlee, a screen on Edwards. Here's Leonard for 3. Westbrook. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. The kick out to Edwards. Here's Towns. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
George against Edwards to stop the run. That shot is off. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Westbrook. And Edwards slams it in.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Westbrook finds Plumlee. Outside Covington. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers trail. Westbrook outside. Covington up top. Fires. High post. Out to Leonard. McDaniels against George. Back to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 5. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
And Gobert with the stuff.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Conley passes to Towns. For 3. The Clippers grab the miss. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Covington passes to Leonard. Now here's Plumlee. It's Covington on the wing. Plumlee down low. He's guarded by Conley. Plumlee, no good.
Blocking foul on Russell Westbrook. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. .107 left to play in the second quarter. Towns against Morris. Pass to Gobert. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And this is where you get Gobert the ball. With his size and length, he's so tough to stop from there.
Morris passes to Zubac. Here's Highland. He's guarded by Conley. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Edwards. McDaniels passes to Gobert. That one is off. Great D that time from Zubac. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Powell with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Morris sets a screen. And here's Gordon from the arc. Powell finds Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Morris with it. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game. Towns down low. Oh, and he hits it at the... Alley as always, thank you. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Using all that momentum behind him to finish with power. Gotta love watching him dive toward the rim.
This is why the best athletes in the world play this game. If he finds a hole, he rips through and throws it down.
On the floor for the Clippers, Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. Then it's Norman Powell. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's Highland in at the 1.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Minnesota in the lead. Towns into the lane. Over Morris. Karl Anthony Towns. A terrific move. Towns has got 13 now.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
Up top, Morris. Pass to Highland. Stolen by Conley. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite, but some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And Eric Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. So for the Clippers, Towns with the ball, guarded by Covington. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Leonard outside. The three. Covington finds George. Good D by Gobert. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Mason Plumlee.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And he drops the first. And both free throws good for Edwards. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Yep, count it.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
And Edwards, here we go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And both free throws good for Edwards. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Covington with it. Towns covering. Covington, a screen on Conley. For 3, George knocks down the long J. George has got 11 points.
Effortless from Paul George, knocking it down off the good pass.
Here's Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
An awesome athlete. It's fun watching Gobert get up and hammer it down with force.
Westbrook. Yep, that one goes.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
It's Edwards.
Oh, man.
Oh!
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Outside McDaniels, and Minnesota calls time here.
You could really see his squad was losing steam. Smart timeout to give them a breather.
A minute 22 left in the third. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Westbrook with it. Towns covering. Westbrook, the pass to Plumlee. And that one's good. Plumlee's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice job by Russell, just not forcing anything on that play.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting it at 61%, a terrific average. Conley passes to Towns. Oh, Covington with a block. George outside. Banked it in off the glass. George has got 7 points for the quarter.
George playing with purpose, and he is in attack mode.
Conley goes in. Westbrook with the defensive effort. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Covington finds Leonard. Back to Covington. Covington, a screen on Gobert. 4 on the clock. Here's Leonard. Good D by Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Leonard for 3. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Minnesota. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime the guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup from Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Covington grabs the board. Covington's got 4 rebounds in the game. McDaniels against Leonard. Back to Westbrook. Outside Covington. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Hey, puts up a 3. Looking to get it going. Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive. It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Pass to Gobert. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Leonard passes to Covington. Out to Leonard. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Westbrook drives. Here's Plumlee. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
The defender tries to get all ball, but Plumlee's size and strength come into play there.
Plumlee hits them both. For Minnesota, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Here he goes, and Edwards slams it in.
Can you say natural leader? Conley is especially effective at running the offense and involving his teammates through his passing.
George passes to Plumlee. It's blocked by Gobert, and they get it back. George outside. Second chance shot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Back to Conley. Outside Edwards. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
First team foul.
And Minnesota has possession. They held a 12-point lead earlier.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
For 3, Covington. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Conley passes to McDaniels. Now Gobert. Towns with the ball. Back to Gobert. Left side McDaniels. Clock is at 3. From deep, Conley. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Covington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And that's what a guy like Westbrook will do for you, willing his team forward in these big moments.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in the playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen some previous plays still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told them, quote, play as if it's 0-0. We want that type of of energy and focus. We might be winning, but this game is not over yet. It's a clear message, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Towns. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Outside Conley. The shot's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Oh, it helps to have Conley on the floor during these moments. He's outstanding at coming through on those big possessions.
George goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
And Edwards slams it in.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Kicks it to George. 55 seconds left in the fourth. It's Covington on the wing. Leonard up top. McDaniels covering. For 3, George. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Outside Conley. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Towns. Puts the move on. Rebound by the Clippers.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
Leonard against Edwards. And stolen by Edwards. McDaniels inside. Yep, that one goes.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves.
I smack clowns with mad style.
about this, what you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the three, the small forward. Edwards, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Ayton a screen on Conley. Paul dishes to Ayton. Booker outside. Ayton a screen. Another three for Phoenix.
At the arc, Booker is pretty efficient. This man can hurt you from downtown if you're not careful.
And stolen by Ayton. Paul passes to Okogie. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on Jaden McDaniel. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here are the Suns now, following the three by Minnesota. Just 5 to shoot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Ayton. Minnesota with the rebound.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And Gobert kicks to McDaniel. Back to Towns. The pass to McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. McDaniels got 6 points.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. KD a screen on Edwards. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Craig, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Here's Okogie. It's Durant on the wing. Here's Okogie, defended by Towns. And then Durant with the jam.
And that bucket by KD is why he is so lethal. Durant can straight up save possession.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple. And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Now Kevin Durant, following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. Ball against Towns. Shoots it up. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves trail by 4. McDaniels dishes to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Booker looking around. Takes it inside.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns. He misses the free throw.
The thing about Booker is he rarely has an off night. He's one of the most consistent shooters in the league.
And here's Here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And stolen by Ayton. And here's the break. Booker with it. Picked up by Edwards. Conley against Durant. Gobert pulls it in.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Here's Towns. Yes, that goes in. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Now here's Durant. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Booker outside. Shoots the 3. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Edwards drives in. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He notched 8 points. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Pass to Edwards. Gobert trying to get open, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
KD, a screen on Edwards. Booker the pass to KD. Count it. Durant's got 10 points in the game.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
And Edwards with the stuff.
And the D was there, but it just wasn't good enough. Not against an athlete like this guy.
You're so right, Ray. The defense needs to be more than just there. I mean, it has to be perfect. Minnesota shooting has been outstanding in this team at 58%. Edwards kicks to Towns. Out to Edwards. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on 8.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back, and now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor, because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Ayton wide open. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
Towns wide open. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Ayton a screen on Conley. It's stolen by Edwards. Conley the pass to Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists tonight.
And the bulk of Gobert's offense is going to come down low. Even even if the D knows that, it can still be tough to stop.
Durant, and finished off by KD.
A creative move by Durant. That's a big flex on the defense.
You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-ball strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career. From deep, Paul doesn't hold back when pulling the trigger, especially when he sees the chance.
Gobert dishes to Edwards.
2 minutes remaining now.
Second shot opportunity, and Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And a dunk by Booker.
And with this skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Here's Towns, feeds it to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The three from KD. Another three for Phoenix.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
Here's Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Kicks it out to Paul. Shot clock at 6. And here's Booker from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to McDaniel. Gobert the pass to Towns. And Towns throws it down.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Paul can't get it to go. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota. Oh,
my goodness, man. And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Conley gets the bucket. Here's Booker. He has 6. To the right side. Okogie for 3. And so that brings the first half to a close. All right, David, thank you. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that.
Have mercy.
Wow. Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
Yes, this is a pivotal moment in this game. Those extra possessions right now, they just mean a little bit more.
Booker dishes to Ayton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
Here's Edwards. Here's McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Has to come. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ayton, the pass to KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
So clever with the pump fake. Durant is so good at scoring that if he pump fakes, you better jump. Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Edwards with the stuff.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Paul passes to Okogie. Durant with the wide open look. Traps in the tray. KD's got 22 points.
And all of a sudden, that three puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
Towns down low, defended by Paul. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. The pass to Durant. For the tie. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Right side, Durant. All up top, over by Conley. Back to KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They have been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
To the inside. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Edwards finds Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Back to Paul. Outside, KD. Ayton a screen on Towns. And that one goes long. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. He takes it in. And the dunk by Towns.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Durant for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Right side, Towns. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes, pretty easy for him.
Out to Edwards. With the drive, and Edwards with the stuff.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Out to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. Outside, Towns. Buries it from 3-point range. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Paul. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And finished off by Edwards.
But you can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Booker the pass to Durant. To the paint. Here's a Kogi. Kicks it out to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. And the dunk by Booker.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And the mechanics of Conley's shot are rock solid, allowing him to take a shot with no hesitation.
Minnesota leading by 9. Here's McDaniels. Count that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Kogi for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert finds Edwards. Gobert the pass to Conley. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. And Phoenix the other way now. KD with it. Now defended by Gobert. KD's shot is good. KD's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Towns down low. KD's on him. Towns with the bucket.
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Ayton kicks to Durant. Bangs home the trifecta. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
Here's McDaniels out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Suns trail by 8. Passes to Okogie. Kicks it to Ayton. Ayton a screen on Conley. Back to Ayton. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Edwards into the lane. And they recover it. Outside Conley. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Ayton. Back to Paul. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Paul kicks to Durant. Ayton sets the pick for KD. They get it again.
You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
Timberwolves leading by 8. And it's Conley penetrating. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. And here's Edwards. Back to Conley. Edwards against Ayton.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots.
Phoenix no good that time either. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. They've led by as many as 11 points. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Ball against Conley. Durant in the corner. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Durant's got 35.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Towns dishes to McDaniels. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And McDaniels drops them both.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
Durant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Conley finds McDaniel. No good off the back of the rim. And here are the Suns now. Pass to Okogie. Back to KD. Launches it. It's rebounded by Towns. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And he makes the first.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
For three, Booker takes the three. No good there. So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. Some good competition. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for...
Smack clowns with mad style.